Hello guys, welcome back from another video live with Dearly. Today guys, we're putting together our very first ever honeybee box. So today guys, I'm gonna let my husband to to assemble this bee box, and you start now, honey.
Thanks, hon. Okay, so you're gonna just introduce it, let me do all the work?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm used to that. So guys, I want to tell you what we have. We wanted this to be one of those really cool YouTube unboxing videos, but the thing is we already unboxed the product last night after it was delivered to see it, and then we couldn't rebox it because we put it back in the box together incorrectly. It was like a puzzle. But what this is, I'm going to tell you what we bought. Why are we going to have honeybees, honey?
Because to pollinate, we have like 60 fruit trees, like almost 60 fruit trees, and we need it. And plus our garden too. Yeah, we need to pollinate our stuff here in the homestead.
I mean, guys, listen, this is just science. It doesn't matter how much work you do to plant your garden. It doesn't matter about making sure to put things out after the last frost, water it properly. When everything blooms, you got all these beautiful blossoms. If you don't have pollinators, if you don't have enough pollinators on your property, you're not going to have those blossoms pollinated, and you're not going to get any vegetables. You're not going to get any fruits. Then when come harvest time, you're going to have a bunch of vines with really nothing on them. And that's been our situation here we're in our 5th year here now on the homestead. And every spring we have tons of blossoms. Yeah. And Miss Dearly, bless her heart, keeps telling me all the ways I'm doing things wrong. Why aren't we getting more vegetables? And I tell her, honey, we need pollinators. We need honeybees. And so we do have literally 60 fruit trees on this property, and I've done so much work. We've spent so much money on this. I'm sick and tired of not getting any fruit. So we're going to get honeybees. We're going to attempt to capture wild swarms. I've done a ton of research on how that's done. I've talked to people. I've watched YouTube videos. I have read stuff online. And basically, you don't want to suffer from analysis paralysis. That's when all you do is think and think and think and analyze and never take action. It was time to crap or get off the pot. So here's what we got. It starts with your bee box, okay? And we're going to attempt to catch wild swarms. And we bought a complete 10-frame BEEHIVE wax-coated BEEHIVE box kit, 10 deep. And it includes the wooden frames and the wax foundation. Everything we need is in here. I just need to assemble it. It was $95.99 on Amazon before taxes. Free shipping because we're Prime members. So it's $101 after taxes. And we even got the Swarm Commander. This will come into play later after we get it assembled and get it placed to bait the bees in. This is a pheromone spray. So you're going to get to see it here on Life with Dearly. Beautiful Miss Dearly telling you what we're doing, and her ugly husband doing all the work to put it together. So this way you'll get to see whether it's simple, whether it's hard. We've told you the cost, and you'll soon see the final product. So, say it, honey, with no further ado.
With no further ado, he's gonna start assembling this. Okay, start now.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so guys, my first impression was that it was simple. And then once I started trying to put it together, I thought maybe it wasn't so simple, because you line it up like a puzzle to start with to create the box. And then you try to put the pieces together. But honey, if you can come down around here and get a close up, I thought, oh gosh, how's this going to work? These things don't go in there very good. You got to make sure they're going the right way for one thing. You got to line them up, handles on the outside and facing up. But I was pleasantly surprised in that these wooden slats have come well waxed. And basically, you just use a rubber mallet, and even though it doesn't look like they're going to fit very well, watch what happens with a couple pounds. Now, I'm going to have to turn this around to face me because I don't want to mess it up. But as you can see, that was the first side there. I already did that side. It actually goes together quite easily. Now this one, oh, here's what it is. You got to fit it up like a puzzle. This one wants to go in this way. So, are you getting a good top view, honey? I don't want them to see me. They know I'm good looking. I want them to see the product here and how it goes together. You just line it up like a puzzle, and if you were to try to push it, it wouldn't fit. But watch what this does. It slides right in there because it has been well waxed with the rubber mallet. And now our sides, as you can see, are perfectly flush, and it fits in well. So far, even though it looked like it wasn't going to work, I'm impressed. So let's go ahead and keep the camera running, honey. While
yes,
we put
sir.
on, huh? What?
I said yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now we got to make sure, again, here's the handle. Okay, so this is facing up with the others. So we line it up. That one's doesn't want to go.
Maybe you flip over.
No, this is correct. Oh, I know, because they got to go in this way first. So guys, that's a mistake. I don't know if it's so much a mistake I made, but you wanna hammer the lengthwise in like that. That's the only way they'll fit. They won't fit in if you try to nail the short ends to the long ends. You got to nail the long ends down onto the short ends. See that? And now it's not perfectly flush, but look at that. This side is perfectly flush. So while I was nailing that side in, this side went in as well. And now this side is also perfectly flush. So far, so good. It just took a little bit of pounding with the rubber mallet. You can see a little bit of space right there. See the space?
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure to pound that in thoroughly, because that would allow for moisture to get in, and it would allow for bees to get out. So now that's done. So far so good. So check back with me in a few minutes, give you another update. Okay, so as you saw, the four sides went together really well. I just had to pound it in with the rubber mallet, and they fit firmly. So now the next step is creating the honey hive part, the combs, putting the combs together. Now, as you can see, there's a top bar, a bottom bar, two side bars, and then of course the well-waxed comb. They come separately, all in separate pieces like this. The top, the bottom, and the sides. Now the instructions, they're pretty self-explanatory basically by the pictures. The English is improper, they're misspelled words. I don't know where this was made. I'm assuming somewhere in Asia, probably China. Misspelled words, but I was able to figure it out. Of course, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Now they say use wood glue for this, but there was no glue included in the kit, and it didn't say anything on Amazon that you would need wood glue. Okay, so far the only tools that I've got is a Phillips screwdriver and a hammer, which I've used for this, and the rubber mallet. Now, it didn't come with wood glue, but it came with about 40 of these nails. I did the math, and I figured out that, and honey, just keep the camera there. I'm going to come up and show you a close-up. I use these small nails to hold these together. There are grooves in the bottom bar and the top bar. You can see the groove. So the well-waxed comb fits in there, and once you've got all four sides secured, it's stable. It's not going to come out, even if I shake it. So that's a good thing. Now I've just got to do this 9 more times, and then once we have them ready, you can see that lengthwise they just slide right down into the box. So we're going to be able to have all 10 combs in there. So not necessarily a complaint about the product, because this is pretty simple. What I would point out is that when you're nailing this, driving these nails, be very mindful, pay very close attention, because you have zero room for error. Because if you're off on your angle, you're of course going to come out the side, and then this may not slide down. And then of course, if you come off on your angle on the inside, you could damage or harm or injure a bee. Okay, so my son just asked me if we're going to harvest honey. That actually is not part of our plan. We just want to pollinate, and we intend to leave the honey to the bees. They're the ones that work to create it, and we're going to let them feed off of it in the winter. However, it might be hard to resist, so we may harvest some. But our intent thus far, and originally upon the outset, is pollination. Okay, so I've done all 10 of these, pretty simple, and I was fortunate in that I kept my nails straight. They slide right in here, as you can see. I've got all 10 of them in here. Slide in, slide out, just like a puzzle. I was wrong. I said that if you were off on your line drive going down with your nail, it would stick out and it might not be able to slide down in here. They do give you plenty of breathing room for that, but it is still best to do it correctly. Now from here, it's pretty simple. We simply take the box, put it on the bottom frame like this, line it up just like a puzzle. Okay, sits right there like that. Then you have the inside top portion, which goes just like a puzzle, just like that. And then of course we've got the waterproofed with tin top that sits on it like that. Fits together just like a puzzle. And then there was one piece left. And are you getting a good view of the front here? Mm-hmm. Make sure you're seeing that. This is where the bees enter. And this was not explained. This wasn't mentioned in the instructions. The only problem I have with this product is that the instructions are terribly written. And again, I don't think it was written by anybody whose primary language is English. But there's no picture of this, and that's no disrespect. Okay, when I lived in Asia, I actually wrote instruction manuals for products. I got paid well by Asian companies who made products and paid me to write the instruction manual. Okay, so part of my editor's mindset is coming into this as well. But I would venture to guess that this slides in like this so that you can control the size of the entrance and the exit. You can have either none, have it be freely open, have a medium-sized exit like that, or you could stick it sideways and have a minimal-sized entrance and exit. So that's going to be, I'm going to do a little bit of research on this and Google it, but that's going to be my story that I'll stick with for now. And there you can see fully assembled final product.
Tron! Our bee box is finished, and then we're still thinking where we should put this. Where do you have any idea where you want to put this?
Yeah, we're actually going to be putting boxes in 2 locations, one down by the fruit orchard, and then one up here in between our garden and our apple orchard.
Oh, yeah.
So, but now I don't know which place this would go first. Which place do you want to put it?
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere
you know better than me.
Okay.
Honey, when you're the harder thinking, it's up to you.
Well, I just figure we should need to put it where we want to have things pollinated. So
yeah, especially the priority is the fruit orchard and the garden.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you for doing this, honey. I am so excited to, what you call that in English, Unit? To catch the bees.
Did you write those instructions?
No. Okay, guys, I hope guys you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time for more. Bye bye.